the Please Subscribe show. I wanted to see if how the birds were doing, or if they're, around or anything like that, and what's been going on. So we're gonna take a look. I'm trying to see remnants of the birds. I don't really see them. I just got a message from the woo. I don't see them that often. So there were fledglings. There's 2 of them that I know of. And the mother bird, they left some residue here. And they just kind of, oh, it's a wasp. Okay, so it flew off. There was a wasp there. Honey, are you a wasp? Oh, look. It's Flying 39. Hi. What's going on? So Flying 39 got rid of her alias, and now she goes by Linda. What are you taking? Is it vitamins or? This is the bedroom area right over here. There's some pills involved right here, and B12. Got this milk thistle right over this way. So there's some crackers over that way. You can see this is a nice little design here for all you interior decorator people. I most likely can't really hear what I'm saying because I'm standing right next to a fan. Because we live in Texas and it gets hotter than hell. Those are my kids. I don't get to see them anymore because I don't have the lawyer. Because Matthew Broderick won't acknowledge my existence. So, sweetie, oh, I noticed something. You have 2-color socks that you like to wear. Is that just a lack of finding regular socks, or is it you don't like to wear the same color socks? Is a political statement?
I'm brushing my teeth. Go away.
Well, on the Please Subscribe show, sometimes we have emotional outbursts, and anyway, that's Linda's mom over there. She's passed away. Well, I'm moving over this way. I guess I'm going to turn the camera off and watch what's new in Batu. Well, I hope she feels better. Like a vegetarian thing going on at Disney World or something like that. Or Disneyland, I guess it's California. People trying to eat. This peach will be okay for another day. Let's get a little soggy. Good experimentation. All right, we're heading out. Get a little hair thing. There's some numbers in it.
That's a little extra flavor. I like it. Better than I thought it was going to be.
All right. You don't need this piece of paper with numbers on it, do you?
No, it's trash.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Save it. I don't know what the other number is on there.
Put this in there. Well, fine. Yeah, I'll just do this.
Morning. Afternoon. Yes? Keeping yourself?
Ow! I wanted to show tying of the shoes.
Okay, well, I gotta get to work.
All right, be careful. Stay out of the heat. Don't stay out too long. Heat exhaustion, okay? All All right, be careful. There's a new way I'm gonna compete without Walt Disney World stuff, or Walt Disneyland. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see, I think we got everything wrapped up here. Okay, that's mostly just stuff on hold. Closing this. Checked everything here again. Get to the close later. This thing's kind of bothering me. It's just sitting here. You know, I'll probably fill it up here. So I got some bedhead. I'll advertise that in just a minute. Just wanted to show you. Sometimes when you get out of bed in the morning, there we go. You get out of the bed in the morning, you can try to brush it or get in the shower, things like this. I recommend bedhead. So if I can get the light here. You probably just sculpt the hair with it, and it's a good wax, and it just kind of, you know, even if you have messed up hair and you got to go quick, you just throw this on there. Make sure that the product can be seen. It'll glisten in the sun, so they'll know that it's done with intent. I'm going with kind of the punk 1990, maybe 92, 93, maybe 94 look, 1994. Back when Front 242 and Knights of Reb were doing their thing. Bauhaus was kind of popular. Joy Division was doing good. This is actually a good one if you're in that area right there, okay? All right, I get some of this stuff, kind of cover up. I will sometimes, occasionally, not today, but every once in a while, I'll throw a little bit of speed stick because it gets like, you know, 101, 102, and you sweat profusely when you're out in the elements of the Texas sun. Today we're going to 7-Eleven. Leaving that kind of going. Day keeps the air circulating. I'll leave that one off. Birds are fine. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna close this one right here. All right. Yeah, it's fine. So that's right this way, right here. Thanks. Welcome to the Please Subscribe Show. I love Mountain Dew, I love Mountain Dew, gonna get me some Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew, I love Mountain Dew, gonna get me some Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew, I love Mountain Dew. Today I'm not gonna get Mountain Dew because I know that art is not content. No matter where you are. You could be at a post office, you could be at Adam the Woo's apartment house townhome in Orange County, Santa Ana, or Celebration, Florida, because it's not content. It's something mysterious. It's unexplained. I thought I was having a garage sale. Go back to my footage, check to see if I make sure I close the garage. Approaching the gate. Talk about 7-Eleven in just a minute. So I used to work for 7-Eleven. I gotta stop here. I was a 7-Eleven employee. It means I worked for 7-Eleven, and I was fired for giving out discount milk. Probably see the garage on the other side here. There's got a Jeep on the side over that way. Let's see if I can move over this way right over here. And the manager called me in when I just got back from New York right after 9/11. Told my friends at the Actor Studio, I said, well, I'm going back home and I'm going to work for 7-Eleven. I didn't secretly, you know, I guess it's the wrong word. I didn't hint to them secretly that I was going to write a book, which I did. But I had to get my computer out of storage from Manhattan because it was in there. And I had already got hired at 7-Eleven at Trinity, the Trinity 7-Eleven. You might pass by. I've passed by it a few times. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a place called Trinity right by the airport. Trinity Point is actually the name of it. And I worked at that 7-Eleven for quite a bit of time. And when I worked at that 7-Eleven, I used to take a bicycle, a mountain bike. And I would bike from the 7-Eleven all the way from 7-Eleven to my apartments off of FAA or American Boulevard. And those apartments were called Camden Oasis. They have a new name now. But at that time, when I lived at Camden Oasis, I wrote 3 major bodies of work. We're about to pass the Funky Pond. One of them was called The Untitled, which is a book. The second one was called Entitled, which is lost. That one's lost on a computer, probably in the trash. Funky Pond. The third one was The Thieves Story, or The Thief's Story, however you want to say it. It's probably 2 different titles. A lot of mine have 2 different titles. So The Untitled, which I still have, it's published. It's on Fiction Press. The Untitled, which is lost in a computer somewhere. It's a Dell computer. It's brown. You can find it somewhere. It's probably in garbage somewhere. I threw it away. But I didn't throw away The Untitled. I published that one. And then The Untitled, you know, it's in that computer. And then the third one was called, what was the name of that one? Yes, The Thief's Story, which is it's a long story. It's about 3 different thieves in 3 different times and stuff like that. It ends up in Maine. Roberto Pace is the character writing from prison. The other one is, he's writing about a character called Tom Burnett, which is an art thief guy, so he steals art. And the third one is a guy named Mr. Spoil, who's a fat guy that's a petty thief in the town, some small town in Maine. So that's basically what the story's about. It's called A Thief's Story. It's the third one. The first one, of course, is The Untitled, which is a real weird, trippy, dreamlike state, you know, James Joyce kind of weird thing. Okay, it's very strange, but it takes place starting off in Los Angeles with a guy that's on a bicycle and he's getting donuts, kind of like from like a 7-Eleven or something, and he finds this drug called Myosin R, just like My Sins, but Myosin R. And it's a drug that, it's kind of like a bodybuilding drug that he gets off on it, but he can warp from different areas in time and space, and he ends up in Chicago and all, kind of travels around. He switches form into another character called Steve What's his face, which ends up in Washington, D.C. The Untitled also has a third character. I have to go back and look at it, but it is a very strange one. It was one of my first books. I'm very proud of it, and it is published on Fiction Press. So 7-Eleven. So part of this vlog I'm about to send up, or I'm about to create it on the road. But when I get to 7-Eleven, what I'm going to try to do is something different. I'm going to actually try to have a theme of just 7-Eleven. So I'm going to get 7-Eleven coffee, and that's about it. I'm going to show the 7-Eleven that I'm at, probably explain the area that I'm at. And I'm going to vlog different condiments and things that they have in 7-Eleven in this area. Most likely, it'll be the Speedway. Now, when I say the Speedway, I mean North Lake, okay? Now, I know I've done a few slips, and sometimes I let my slips live. I let my slips out. Look at this right here. It's on the side of the road working. And I will let those out sometimes. So it's North Lake, okay? So if I have a tongue twister or something goes wrong and I mispronounce a town, forgive me. You'll just have to understand. So the vultures are actually there today. You can see in the very distance, there's a few of them that way. And then all through here, that's where they live. I would say that that's kind of ironic, but it does make sense. You got the Green Bay Packers and a little guy in a chair. Yeah, so they'll stand there. They'll take their phone out. There he goes, right there. Run along, dead sprint. Very good. And right to here, moving this way. Usually when I do the little turnaround thing, the spinny thing, before I get to North Lake, I usually do it where I'm filming the actual road so you can see it. But this time I'm just going to show the spinning thing and go like this. Wee! Wee! Ah! Whoa! Yeah, that's the stuff right there. Yeah. Whoa! Ah! Ah! Whoa! And that was basically, I spun around in a kind of a, I guess maybe 360 degree, kind of 360 degree. And I'm turning this way over here. I've done this plenty of times showing you from this point, so I thought maybe I'd show you just from a selfie.